And you're good to go.
So you have already started?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
good.
Then it's minimized to the tray, just maximize it.
Yes.
Okay.
So as I said, we have 3 scenarios here. At least we want to complete, 2 in this test. So scenario 1, well, I will give you one scenario 1 and then a list of tasks and see how you're going to work it.
Okay.
Using
Is
the
this a
credit
touch
card.
screen or is it?
You can simulate the touch screen, and I will do the click. I don't know how well I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
But if I'm not, then
All right.
I can still move to the next slide. Say the first scenario is you are going to Dallas on a business trip, and you are now at a kiosk, check-in kiosk in the airport, and want to check in, and you have only a carry-on bag and no luggage to check in. When you made a reservation, you were assigned a seat already, but you would want to view the seat assignment again. And you also want to print a boarding pass to go through the security gate. And one more thing, you want to add your frequent flyer number to your reservation.
Okay.
So business travel, you don't
Okay.
have a whole lot to do. Basically, you print your boarding pass and then you add your frequent flyer number to the reservation.
All right.
So, okay, you walk up to the kiosk. This is what
I see.
Right. And does the screen make any sense to you? Let me shrink a little bit so you can see the full screen. Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
that's better. Yeah.
Right.
You want
Maybe
my feedback right now, or you just want me to do something?
Yes, you can.
I'd probably do that.
You probably do that.
Yeah.
Okay, and the travel information.
Yeah.
Okay, instead of using your credit card.
Well, I would think, why would I need to use my credit card? Because maybe I didn't. What if I didn't book it with my that credit card? Or
Okay.
I don't know. I think I would just hit that.
Okay, so.
then-
But if you book it with your credit card, you would hit a credit card.
Well,
Is
then it should say something that, like, insert the credit card that you booked this flight with, or something like that. Or,
Okay.
I don't know. I just.
Okay. So if you didn't book it with your credit card, you would click on. You would touch.
Well, yeah. Well, let's say my wife booked it or something like that. She
Okay.
booked a flight for me, and I don't have her card with me. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
okay.
if my wife booked it, I wouldn't know what her credit card was, and I wouldn't
Okay.
have it. So I'd probably just enter this and then put in my record locator. My
Okay.
my confirmation number or my.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do this then.
Okay.
Okay. Since you would.
So you
Okay.
click
Yeah.
that.
Click this one. Oh, touch that one.
I'd probably go destination. Well, I'd probably just go destination.
Actually, let me back up a little bit. When you say you would touch this,
Mhm.
before you touch this, what information would you want to see? You say, okay, I didn't use my credit card, or my wife, used credit card, and you didn't know about it. But how about this one? If you choose enter travel information, before you click on it, what information would you expect to see?
Enter travel.
Yeah.
To locate your reservation. It's pretty.
You said one
it's
thing
pretty
about
sim-
it. You said one thing about the record locator.
Yeah,
right?
like my confirmation code.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Enter your travel info to locate
Right.
your reservation. So you'd have to hit that, and then
Okay.
who knows what pops up? I think that's pretty self-explanatory. This is insert your credit card.
Yeah.
It's
I
think
not clear enough.
I think some people would be like, well, what credit card? Or maybe they booked it 6 months ago and they didn't remember what credit card they used, or
Okay.
I don't know. I think that's a little vague.
Okay. So that's a. Okay.
Or they would say that you used to book this flight.
Right. All right. So click on this one. Touch this one. Okay.
Uh-huh. And then if I didn't have my confirmation code, I would just go through the manual thing. I'd probably hit the destination.
Okay. But normally, what would you have? Do you know? Oh, okay,
I would normally have
assuming you have this confirmation email.
Yeah, I would have my
the
confirmation.
printer with so.
But if I
So you
didn't-
know exactly where to find the confirmation code on this.
If I had, are we going to assume I have my confirmation code?
Right.
Then I would hit the confirmation code and then I
Okay.
enter it.
But you are aware of the confirmation code. I mean,
I
it
am.
exists somewhere. Okay, you are.
Yeah, I am. I don't know. Like, for example, I don't know.
Hmm.
I think maybe my wife would be going.
Okay.
Not that she's a stupid woman or anything. I love her, but she probably would be going, "What's the confirmation code?"
All right.
I don't know.
But you would most likely use confirmation code.
I would, yeah, because I would have it with me.
All right. So, but if you don't remember or misplace
Yeah, I
your
would
email,
hit-
you would hit destination,
Yeah, 'cause
assuming you know where you're going, right?
I sure hope so. Out of these three, I would know destination
Right.
over the other two.
Okay.
You
How
know.
about flight number? How often
Well, I
do you
don't-
remember your flight
I know
number?
my flight numbers because I go back and forth just to Dallas, so I know if I go
Oh,
at
okay,
7:40,
okay.
it's 3:01. If I go at 10
Okay.
o'clock, it's 300. You know, or that kind of.
Yeah, since it's
302
business travel,
yeah.
you do it very often.
But I don't think most people really memorize their flight number.
All right.
So the destination would be a no-brainer.
Okay. So which one would you choose? It's up to you.
I would choose destination.
Okay,
but,
destination. All right.
And then
Okay, what's your first impression of the screen? I mean.
okay, enter
yeah.
your destination name. You know. It's pretty simple. First and last name. I mean, I would just type. I don't think. I don't know if most people know the airport codes either. You know.
Right.
But I mean, I would hit that and type in DFW.
DFW.
That's what I would type in. But maybe there would be a drop down. If you hit it, there'd be a drop down of possible destinations or something like that.
Okay,
From
for you to choose.
Yeah, I think because maybe that would be easier. I don't know, but I mean, I would just hit that and type in DFW on here. So
DFW. Okay, I don't have the
DFW. You know.
interaction here, so you would type it. Let me shrink it down a little bit for you. Yeah. It's really small now.
It's fine. I can read it. I'm fine. I got good eyes.
Okay, so you would type in the airport code since you remember.
Yeah,
So you would type
the
DFW.
cursor would be right there flashing right off the bat, because that would be your obviously the screen before you hit destination. So
Right.
if it be flashing, then you just type in DFW. And
Okay.
then hit that. And
Oh, that's the way you would go down to the next field. How would?
how would I?
Yeah, after you type in DFW, right? You DFW. How would
If
you
it-
go down?
Yeah, either I'd hit enter. I don't know. I'd go DFW,
W.
and I'd probably just hit
Or
since
you
I'm
would
touching.
touch the screen.
To me, I don't know, but I mean, I guess you could hit enter too, and then maybe the cursor would put you down to the first and last name.
Right.
But, I probably would type in DFW,
Yeah.
hit that, and type in my first and last name.
Okay. So basically, you would touch the next field to move down here, or you would press enter.
I would
Okay.
touch it. That's
You would
just-
touch it.
Yeah,
since
that just
this is
came
a
natural.
touched,
I don't know.
Okay,
Yeah, since it's
it
a
came
touch screen.
natural.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Okay. Let me back up a little bit.
Okay.
And you said you would want to see a drop-down list. What would you want to see in the drop-down list?
Well, if it's from Milwaukee, if
Right.
I'm going from Milwaukee to, is that where I'm going from Milwaukee to Dallas? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I guess there would be a drop-down list of every, just like on the online
Yes.
thing. You click on the destination and it drops down to what city you want to go to.
Okay.
They list every location from Milwaukee. Well, of course, from Dallas it would only be to Milwaukee. You know,
But if I put a drop-down here, you may have other options. How would you pick the option you want to choose?
I see. You mean so if you
If you type Milwaukee M, right? Or if you type the airport code, I mean,
Oh,
you would
yeah,
start with.
yeah.
How would you choose the right one? Just if we have a drop-down list
Yeah.
with multiple options. If
Yeah,
that's one you want to.
if I hit that and hit, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Or maybe there'd be a click thing.
But if you are seeing multiple options, I can show you another markup next and see how you're gonna pick the
Right.
one you want to choose.
I was just saying that could be an easier way. For me, I would just type in personally, I would just type in my city. My city.
Okay.
You know.
Yes. Okay. Let me see if I can go down to this
Oh,
case.
there you
Is
go. Yeah.
okay. This okay. I'm showing you the drop down here.
I see.
Right?
What you, yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, if you type in SAN for San Diego, then if I typed SAN and then all of a sudden that popped down, right?
Right.
I would just hit San Diego.
So
know.
you will touch San Diego to pick the
Yeah.
city, the
Well,
airport.
I wouldn't have a mouse anyway.
Right,
so
right, right.
I would touch it.
You would
It would
touch
have to
it.
be pretty wide.
Yes.
Wider, because this is kind of
Small.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm shrinking it down.
Right,
It should
right.
be. It should be bigger.
right, 100%. Yeah.
Right. So okay. So that's
That's
the
what
way you would choose.
That's the way I would do it. Yeah.
All right. Let's go back. For the first name and last name, what would be your way to put in your first name and last name? I know it's kind of a simple question.
Well, I would just hit that and
hit that
type
and
in
then
my
type
name.
your
Yeah.
Is it the normal order you would?
Yeah, I'd do my first and last name, but
First and last name.
I mean, you could do another thing, first name and then last name,
Okay.
but
Yes.
it's fine. It's not confusing to me.
Okay. If you type in your destination and then your first name and last name, right? It's like Phil Larson, all right. And then you find out something wrong. I picked the wrong destination.
Okay.
I was gonna go to San Antonio, but I picked San Diego. How would you go back?
I would probably hit that again, and
You hit the
and,
destination field again.
yeah, and then it would highlight it like this, I guess. I would
Okay.
hope, and then I would start over.
Okay. So basically, to move between fields, you would touch the field, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Another hypothetical question, I know. Yeah. Your name doesn't have a hyphen.
No.
If your name has a hyphen, what would you do?
Oh yeah. If my name had a hyphen.
For all the testers, I mean the customers here, they don't have a
Yeah,
hyphen,
well,
so I have to ask a
there's-
hypothetical
There's
question.
people that kept their maiden name and they have a hyphen. So.
Right.
Yeah, I would type my first name and then hyphen. Where's hyphen down here? Oh, well.
I can, this is just
Right.
I can put a.
Right, there's no hyphen in there.
Hyphen.
Either. No.
Yeah.
So
But you would find a hyphen to type in exactly like
I would.
You would?
Yeah, if
Oh.
that's the way I spell. I mean, that's how you spell your name. That's part of your name.
Okay, that's part of your name. That's right.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Okay, so assuming you did everything correctly, and then you go next. Let me see if I can go to next. If not, I can just. Yeah, that's the way. Okay, assuming everything is okay, and then you see this one. If something is, let me go back one screen and see if. Bear with me, I have
No
to
problem.
click. Yeah. For example, after you type in your destination, first name and
Right.
last name, and then you hit next, and you see the screen. What do
We
you
cannot
think? Yeah.
reservation, re-enter your destination and verify your name. I would hit that and
Hit that.
type in
The correct
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
and or if there is no. First, I'd look and make sure if there is an error, if it's
Right.
if it's correct,
Yes.
if everything is correct.
Yeah.
I'd probably go search out an agent.
Okay.
For some help if that was correct.
Right.
If I corrected it, then I'd hit next.
Next.
I'd correct it and hit next.
And then it's still wrong. Then you.
Then I would search out,
Okay.
some assistance.
Okay. Good.
Sorry
And
about
then-
that.
That's okay. And okay, so assuming this is searching for your reservation, and now you come to this screen. Okay, we have located your reservation. That means we identify you correctly. We can find your reservation, right?
Right.
So do you want to?
I just hit no.
You just hit no. Okay. Before you hit no, what would you expect to see? Yeah.
We look.
Yeah. What would you expect to see?
Maybe
The scenario
maybe-
is not checking bags.
Right,
yes.
right. You said maybe we've located your reservation, and then a quickie
Yeah.
DFW, or Phil Larson to DFW, maybe a confirmation of your name, your flight number,
Okay.
and where you're going, and then so then that gives me a little peace of mind that it did find my correct one,
Okay.
and then
Okay, so
Just
you
a
want
road-
to see a little bit more
yeah, like maybe
specific,
a little recap of
what the system has found.
what they found. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So in this case, do you want to check backs? And
No,
in
no,
this
I would
case, you
hit
can
no.
no. Again, no. What would you expect to see if you click no?
Do you want to check bags? Yes or no? That's fine. It's pretty simple to me. Yes or no?
Okay.
Yes
Yes.
or no? I mean, we're not checking bags, so.
Okay. So here the question: do you want to check bags? do you really understand the meaning of bags? I mean, here is.
You mean as opposed
What-
to
what-
luggage? You mean, or luggage?
Yes.
Do you want to check?
Right. If someone asks you, do you want to check bags? And
Do I understand what that means?
Right.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think most people understand that.
yeah. So it means luggage.
Are you
yeah.
just? Yeah, it means luggage. It means luggage to me. I mean.
Right. And you're not talking
And they,
about.
well, first off, they don't even say that when you go up to the counter. They always, they don't say, "Are you checking any luggage?" They say, "Are you checking bags?" That's
It's the same question.
Well, that's what they say
Yeah.
when you do go to the counter. I mean,
Right.
I
Do you
can't.
want-
I can't remember if they've ever said,
Yeah.
"Are you checking any luggage?" Maybe they
Yeah.
have. I just bags.
You assume this is luggage. You have to.
Yeah.
Really big piece of luggage.
Oh, are you thinking of if someone thinks that they're going to carry on bags through, that's going to confuse
Yes.
them?
Right.
I can't imagine.
Mm.
It's clear to me.
It could, but not. Yeah, it's clear to you. Okay.
clear to me.
Let's go on. Just say no. Okay. Again, did you answer the question? If you click no.
So I would hit no.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. What would you expect to see then?
You know, this is fine. Like
Yeah,
I said,
this is fine,
for
right.
me. But
Yeah.
but maybe no bags or no
Mm.
luggage or you know.
Okay. You mean no? I mean carry-on bags in
Oh, I
this case. You mean no bags, no luggage. To me,
Yeah.
to use is the same thing.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, do you want
Right.
do you want to check bags? I would
Yeah.
say no.
No.
And then,
Okay, since it's an answer no, then I mean it's. Let me move on and see if I
Mhm.
mean anything surprising to you.
okay, there's that itinerary. Yeah.
Hmm. So are you expecting to see some information like this?
Mhm.
Yeah. At this point, I mean.
I thought I was leaving from Milwaukee.
I'm sorry. This, yeah, and hypothetical
Oh, okay.
also. Yes,
Okay.
I'm sorry. So this is, yeah, I know this is not the right one.
Okay, okay.
So assuming you are going from here to San
Assuming that-
Diego,
yeah.
yeah, I should have said that.
Okay.
Yes. But it's good. I mean, you know, this is not a not good.
Right.
Hmm. What's your first impression of this screen? I mean,
Simple. It's telling me everything
Yeah.
I want to know, and it's just confirming that I'm, you know,
Mm.
it's telling me everything I want to know.
okay.
The only other thing that I could, well, no, there's my name there, or there
Yes,
was my
yes,
name
still, right.
there. Anyways,
Yes.
okay.
For a screen like this, itinerary and passenger information, is that what you expect to see when you look at the title?
Yeah.
It says
Yeah.
itinerary and passenger information, so that's what you would
Yeah.
expect to see, right?
Yeah, maybe even just
Hmm.
for and then Phil Larson. You know.
Oh, you didn't kind of personalize it
I don't
a
know.
little bit, yeah.
You know, maybe that would be
Mm.
something that you could do. I don't know.
Yeah.
Again, it just maybe reassures the customer that they're in the right screen
Hmm.
and they're going through this process correctly. You know, I see people checking in a lot, and and half the time that they're checking in, there's an agent over there helping them.
Oh,
You know, well, not half
but-
the time, but I see it a lot. You know, in the airports where people aren't really sure exactly, and even in Milwaukee there's always an agent right there helping.
Right, stand by to help,
Yeah,
just
she's
in
there
case.
helping, and
Yeah.
she's busy the whole time. She's helping people constantly.
That's
you know?
why
Oops.
we. Oh,
Sorry.
That's why we are doing this.
Yeah,
to try
yeah,
to, you
to
know,
try-
if they
yeah.
can, right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think you know what if it
Yeah.
just if it said your name on top the whole time and it reassured the passenger that this is your I don't know, just a thought.
Or can you tell me a little bit what you see? Just
Well,
Kinda.
here's my date, my flight number. That's pretty from 8:40 a.m.
so you know the time.
from Grand Rapids. From departure. I don't know if it's clear to me.
It's clear to
maybe
you.
some people want to see departure. I don't know.
Oh, you mean the label is not as clear?
It is from is good for me.
Yeah.
I
Good
don't
for
know.
you.
I don't know. It's good for me. From and to is pretty simple. Yeah.
So how about the next section? Yeah.
I would just hit. I would notice you know, maybe,
Mm.
you know, there'd be, you know, this right here, I don't know if everyone's gonna, maybe you could have something in red and
Okay.
that could say something like,
So they can.
add your frequent flyer, you know,
Yeah.
or, you know, or maybe this was, I don't know. I mean, I would just hit that
Yeah.
and then get out my
Okay.
frequent flyer card. Add it.
So you are saying, I mean, the 2 dashes here is not.
Well,
Not
to
clear.
me that would tell. I don't think
Something
they.
in-
Maybe that's they keep it. You know how sometimes they keep your credit card.
Hmm.
They enter just the last 4 digits of your
Oh,
card, and
okay,
they
it's
hit
the
the
last
little
4,
asterisk.
yes.
Maybe they're keeping that secret, and they don't know.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
So it's not clear. Okay.
yeah, I wouldn't think that's clear.
Okay. How about the middle section? What can you tell from the middle section?
Seats for flight. Seats for flight. 4A, 4A, 4A.
Or you
I
can
don't know.
say
I think this is maybe this should be. You know how you have here, you have date, flight, from, to.
Right.
It's all in a separate color.
Yes.
And then you have the information in another
Right.
color separated by a line.
Yes.
This is in with it, so maybe that's not as. Maybe that should be a separate color right there.
Or you are saying it's one single row here, and then here you have. I mean the height is different. Is it what you?
Well, it's this. Your flight number is
Mhm.
in with this stuff. Where that'd be like saying your flight. This information would be up in the blue, in the darker blue. Does that make sense or not?
Are you talking about like YX890 is
Yeah.
in this color, and then
Right.
YX890 is.
Yeah, it's your actual flight is with the
Right.
standard
Okay.
thing. You know the.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But you you understand the information?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you understand the seat numbers here.
Mhm, sure.
Yes.
Yep.
And okay. So. Oh. Okay. So, after seeing the information here,
Mm-hmm.
I think that one of the requirements is to add.
Yeah, so I would
you
hit
would
that.
you would hit. Okay.
And then
So now you are seeing the screen.
right.
Mm.
So let's see. Add frequent flyer numbers. Select your frequent flyer program and enter your. So I would hit this, and then I'm guessing that like a executive would come up, or if I was in the that kind of thing.
Yes.
Or
Executive, but this is for another membership. I mean, another program.
oh, it is okay.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but that's what do you mean executive? I'm sorry.
Well, some people have frequent flyer miles.
Executive.
Like my wife doesn't fly very much, so she.
Okay. Oh, you mean different levels?
Yeah, different
Oh,
level.
okay, okay.
Midwest has 2 levels, I think,
Okay.
just 2 levels. So they.
All right.
I don't. Are you saying that you could like? Are some of these miles transferable between airlines?
Yes.
Oh, so like
yes.
with Northwest or something
yes.
like that.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that you would hit that,
Mm.
and I would hit Midwest
Yes.
miles, and unless I wanted them to go to Northwest, and I'd hit Northwest
Yes.
if there'd be a drop down.
Right.
So I would hit. That should be the default one, obviously, and so
Right.
I would just leave that alone, and
Yes,
then
good,
I would touch that and get my wallet out and.
I don't have the number pad
Right,
here,
but,
so
but
you,
I would
you would
I would enter it in.
Oh, okay. You
I
get your
would-
card out. Yes.
I'd get my card out, read
Right.
because I don't remember what my frequent flyer
Yeah.
number is, and then I'd hit next.
Okay. Is that what would you expect to see? I mean, when you want to add your frequent flyer number, the screen,
Add frequent flyer.
does it
numbers.
meet your expectation? Is what you?
Yeah,
wanna
I
see?
think it's pretty simple and
Okay.
clear. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So after entering your number,
Yep.
what will you do?
I'd hit next.
Yeah. what would you expect to see after clicking next? Where would you want to?
Okay, so I've already.
Yeah.
There's nothing more to do.
Hmm.
I don't think, according to our scenario.
Right. Basically, you just,
So I would think that there'd be maybe like a printout of your ticket.
Oh, okay.
Or wait a minute. Yeah. Or no, actually, you know what? It would maybe go back to that last screen,
Okay.
and with your
Okay.
updated information.
Okay. Yes. How about you touch next and see what you're gonna see? Okay, but I don't. I
Yeah,
should
right.
have put
so
down the
that,
number for you.
Yeah, and maybe that is in red.
Okay.
Or that something says something that says frequent flyer number updated or something like that, or added.
Okay.
And then hit next.
Okay. So hit next.
Hmm.
So hitting next, what would you want?
Then
to
I would
see?
expect everything to be done.
Done.
Or next to view your ticket and print or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. See
You know.
if I have the hyperlink here. Yeah. Click on next. Touch next.
Oh yeah, we were supposed to select seats, right? Why didn't you tell me that, man? Are you
Well,
testing my memory?
You are supposed to know everything or remember everything. Not really select, actually.
All right.
The thing is to
That's
reveal, because
Right.
you are business travel. Basically, you just you add your frequent flyer
Okay.
number, and then you just want to review the seat. For
Yeah.
this scenario, you're not changing. You just want to see. Oh, I have.
Oh, I just wanted to see what
You
they
just want
were.
to see it. yeah.
Okay. So here I would want to see. Actually, to see it, is there going to be a map?
Yes, it's gonna be much better.
Right, but
Just-
there'll be the plane will be
Yes,
drawn out and it'll show
yes.
your seat. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's fine. So I'd look at that signature seat. What is that? Oh, I guess that's to upgrade. I
Yes,
guess,
yes.
to upgrade to a.
Right.
I don't know.
If
You
you
know, I
have a
only.
saver seat, you
Oh,
can
I see.
upgrade to
Yeah.
a
I don't
signature
fly
seat,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So so. To select change seat, select the passenger, and then touch the seat on the map. Okay, so if you're saying if there's more than one passenger flying in this thing, so I touch that.
Right. Yes,
know.
right. I don't have the
I
interaction
don't
here
know.
since you are not changing, but in the next scenario you can do something.
Yeah.
But does the screen make sense to you? Is it clear when you first look at it? And
To select, select seats, to select or change seat, select the passenger, and then touch the screen.
you can say it out loud.
I don't know if I
Mm.
say, because would there be more than one passenger on there?
In this scenario you are the
No.
only one.
Right,
Yeah,
so
but in
there
another scenario
there
we
could
have
be-
family travel.
Oh,
then you
family,
would
so they would all be on one confirmation, or no, they wouldn't be on one. Oh, yeah, they would.
We will look at that next. Just focus on this one.
Right. Okay. All right.
So yes.
Okay, so I would touch that guy, and then it would pop that up.
What is
I'm assuming this wouldn't be highlighted yet. Would that be highlighted first, right off the bat? The first
This
flight?
is the first screen. I mean,
Okay.
after first selected screen. By default, something is. I mean.
Always the first. Then why would you have to? Okay, so maybe that would confuse people that if they're flying by themselves, why they'd have to select themselves, and if that would already be the default one up there.
Okay, are you talking about this text is not clear? Select a passenger because you. You are the only one.
If you're the only passenger, why would you have
Right.
to select your passenger? Maybe that would confuse someone.
Okay.
Maybe if it's multiple passengers, you would have a different.
And then you would have to select which one
Right.
you want to
Right.
change.
But if
or,
it's I would assume most people fly alone, right?
yes.
So, why would you have to select? I would just have the default one up there.
Right.
So I'd, if that was the default one, I would check it.
Yeah. How back up? How do you know this? John Smith is selected.
How do I know he's selected?
Yes. Right.
this little highlight around them.
Oh, you
I'm
mean the
assuming?
border? Okay,
Yeah,
good.
I would guess that.
Okay. But if it's selected, would you need to do anything? Yeah, I know it's maybe this the text confuses you a little bit.
Select or change. Select or change seat. Select the passenger and then touch the seat on the map. Yeah, that. Choose a new seat. Or
in this case, you are not changing,
right? We're just
but just in
reviewing.
case, right?
Right. It's fairly clear. I mean, to select it or to review. I don't know what. Maybe we should say review or change.
Review seat.
Review or change seats.
Okay.
Select.
Okay.
Because it really, in a sense, select and change. Select and change seat.
Anything else you notice on this screen you can play with?
I don't know what this means right here.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't have. The legend means we have different types of seats. Maybe saver seats, maybe that's saver seats or signature seats, or a seat.
Oh, that's going to be
not
an image? Is that what you're saying?
It's
Or-
going to be some kind of legend. I mean, to show you. Like this seat is. We will have like, if a seat is available, we'll have a different image.
Oh, I see
If
what
a
you're
seat
saying.
is not available, we have an image.
like a shaded out area
Right,
or a,
yes,
okay, a highlighted area?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have not worked on this part yet, so we just put a
And what the
like
hell,
a placeholder.
what the hell you have me in here for then? You even ready for me or what? Half-assing it.
But for in the next scenario, you can do something.
Right.
Yes. But the focus is on
Right.
high level interaction.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
Say,
Yeah.
remember, you have 3 flights,
Right,
right?
right. So then after I look at my first one, that would
Yeah.
already be highlighted.
Right.
Then I'd hit my second one,
Yes.
and it would pop up, whatever it was,
Yeah.
X7, so
Right.
wherever, Look at my next one.
Okay.
These are, and then once I saw all those, I'd hit next.
Next. Okay. So moving from one flight to the next, you would touch the next flight, right?
Yeah, I would,
yes,
I would,
A90.
just,
Okay.
I would hit that, and then of course it would go to that one, and I'd hit that, and
okay.
that one would highlight, I'm assuming,
Okay.
right?
So you are saying these are more like indicators, right? If you hit X7, then it will jump to the next one.
Yeah, I would think if I hit this one, it would
Yeah.
pop to that one.
Okay. Okay.
And then also this would change too. That's kind of, yeah.
Would you expect?
Oh, I see what you mean. If I hit this, then of course it would change. This would change too, huh?
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
For this
Yeah,
one,
but-
I don't have the
Yeah.
interaction. Okay. So, okay, let's move on. Yeah, let's move on because, okay, click next. And now you are printing your boarding passes. Yeah.
Okay.
Is it logical at this point to see this screen, since you have just reviewed your seat assignment? Or what else? I mean, do you have in mind?
Yeah, I guess
Okay.
so. I guess so. Yeah,
Okay.
printing boarding passes. Please wait 1 of 3 passes. Okay.
So, so is this screen clear to you?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go on to the next one. Okay.
Clear?
Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, oh, actually, this one. Yes. Do you want to print your ticket receipt?
Is that like your itinerary, or do you want to print a ticket?
What would you
receipt?
think?
Maybe before.
Before, you mean before printing the boarding pass?
Yeah. Yeah. Can you go back to that one?
Sure. Okay.
We are
And
now
this is the
printing-
first printing, yes.
Yeah. Maybe there would be ready, something that says ready to print boarding passes. Do you want a receipt, a ticket receipt?
So you want to,
printed? I don't know, like online you have, you at the end of online they ask,
Yeah.
do you want to print your itinerary? Once you print up the tickets
Okay.
online, it's same kind of thing,
why would you want to put it before this
I don't know. Let's go forward again. Let me
Okay.
think about that. So hit that. Collect your passes below. I
Yeah.
collect them. I think once they collect their passes, they're gone.
They're
No.
gone
You know what I mean? Well, first off, half the people are in a hurry.
because the boarding pass
And
is what they want.
their heart's racing, and they're
Okay.
in line, and
Yeah.
and it's just one more thing. I don't know. I mean, maybe put that ahead somewhere, but
Oh.
I don't know. I think a lot of people may take them and split. I don't know.
And they
But-
just leave the screen open.
Maybe. I don't know.
Because
I don't
they're
know.
in a hurry,
They
right?
took them. They got their passes. They're
Yeah.
looking at them, and they're gone. I don't know.
Like the ATM machine, you got your money. and
Yeah.
You run.
Yeah. Well, at the gas station, when you swipe your card at the pump, it asks you before you.
Yeah.
It says, "Do you want a receipt?"
Right.
And you hit 9 times. I always hit no,
No.
and I pump, and then
Yeah.
after I get my gas, I put it back in,
Yeah.
and gone.
Gone. You don't care
Yeah.
what's next
I
on
don't
the
know.
screen. Okay. So assuming you say no
Yeah,
for this
say
one.
no,
Okay.
so-
No. Okay. So is it a good ending point?
There should be a little image of you going
Oh.
like this.
Oh, okay. We'll think about that. We'll
Gabe-
personalize for you.
Thank you for successfully
Uh,
checked in. Thank you for finding the most airline. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Pretty good. Do
Yeah.
you want more information or less
Nah.
or too
Gate
much to read?
36D, scheduled departure time, 8:40. No, I don't think so. I mean,
Yeah.
you could proceed to the, security checkpoint,
Okay.
or, but
Just tell them next action too.
yeah, I don't
Yes.
know if you really need to do that. I mean, but,
Okay. So, I mean, these two times are useful to you? Scheduled departure time and
Mm-hmm.
boarding time? Yeah.
Right.
Which
You know,
one is...
You know
okay,
what would be
go
kind of
ahead.
interesting if there is a real-time clock.
Oh, you want to see the real-time clock so just you can compare this time?
Well, if it's boarding time is 7:50 and it's 7:45.
Oh, okay. Yes.
They may want to know that. I don't know.
Yeah, we are still thinking about putting a day and time somewhere on the screen.
That wouldn't be bad, actually.
Yes, yes. Right. But
I
that's
mean,
a good
That's
good
extra.
suggestion.
Yeah, extra. Yeah.
All right. If you have to, I don't know, again, this is a hypothetical question. If I skip one of the time, right, just to show you boarding time or departure time, which one would you prefer to have?
I'd want this.
You want the departure
First.
time?
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of gauge the time when you should go to the gate to
Right.
board.
Yeah, I'd want the
The scheduled
your flight
departure time.
departs. Yeah,
Okay.
scheduled departure time first and boarding time.
Okay. So, good. Yeah. All right. So I think let's move on to the next scenario. I think we are running short of time on this one. Okay. The next scenario is I will need to pull up another file, and your family. Yeah, a party of 4 is going from Grand Rapids to San Diego for a family vacation. You have purchased tickets with a travel agent already. Now you are at the airport to check in. You have a few bags to check in and need to select or change seats. And you will need to print boarding passes for all your family members. All right,
Okay.
very short.
Okay.
Let me pull up another file. I will skip the first part because the first part which I mean to identify yourself, which is the same, assuming you
Right.
have done everything correctly. So let's start from the point where you have already been identified. So
Okay.
okay, so when you come, since you are traveling, so searching for a reservation, and please wait. And the next screen, let me shrink it down a little bit so you can see all the buttons. Okay, and then this is the next screen you will see. So we have located your reservation. Select passenger 2. Or is it a logical screen for you to see you're traveling with your family and now they identify you? Okay, we've found your reservation.
Right.
Is it logical, or would you expect to see something else?
No, that's yeah.
logical.
So I would just touch all.
Okay.
You know, I would select passengers to check in. I would touch boom boom, and I hit boom.
Okay, so you would, if you want to select all, you just touch 4 of them.
Right.
Okay, so, all right, and then after that you click touch next then.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I don't have the. All right. So, okay.
Now
Yeah,
we
it
hit
should
next.
be. Yeah. Now, still not there. Okay. So the next.
So I would hit yes.
You would hit yes. Again, is it logical for you to see checkbacks?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or is it too early to ask you? Do you want to check backs, or is it the right time?
No, I think that's the right time.
That's the right time?
Yeah, you got your
Okay.
passengers
Yes,
selected.
selected.
Now, do you want any bags?
Okay. So and the answer is yes.
Yes. Okay. Let's see. Select the number of bags to check in. Each passenger checks in 2 bags free. $50 per bag for excess bag.
Go
So,
for it.
so if I'm checking, say, a bag apiece, I would just hit that. I'm assuming that would pop up to 1.
Which part pops up to 1?
Would would that pop up? What is this? That would pop up if I hit that once.
Right.
There'd be a 1 there, right?
Oh,
Would there be or no?
Well, you see.
Oh, there it is, right here. Total bags.
okay.
What is this? Oh, this is the minus.
Oh,
I thought
okay.
that was just like a little.
You mean like a
nothing,
slider?
like a 0. There's.
You do
yeah, that's
one
what I-
increment at a time.
Oh, I see what you. I didn't realize. I didn't even see that was a plus or that's a plus or minus, right?
Right.
Well, I don't know why you'd have minus there if you're checking bags.
Okay.
I don't know. I just.
Well, if you the thing is you
If you made a
press more-
mistake,
yes,
yeah.
yes, and then you initially doesn't mean anything to put the minus because it's 0.
Yeah.
already. The default is 0.
Yeah.
So you're saying this is not clear?
Yeah, I thought actually. To be honest, I just thought that was like.
Like a
I
sequence
didn't.
or
I kind
something?
of just didn't even. Yeah, I don't know. I would hit that and expect.
Yeah.
Then I guess I would expect that to turn to 1.
Okay.
Hit 1, boom, boom. So they all should be
Yes.
1s.
Right.
If I hit that by mistake and now that's 2, then I guess I would hit that. But,
Okay. So that's how you work it. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you know, same thing. You could have a thing where it drops down. 1 to 10 bags or
Okay.
what? How many bags can you check? You can check as many as you want, huh?
Yes, yeah.
With
the
the
thing
fi-
is, right,
yeah.
$50 per piece.
Yeah.
For excess bag. Yeah.
Do people really check 10 bags? I don't know. Maybe you could have a drop down and then hit that.
Drop down so
But,
you can enter a larger number. Or?
Yeah. So I don't know. I think that's hit that 1. If I made a mistake and that went to 2,
Right.
then maybe the minus over here.
Right.
I don't know.
How would you check in bags if you are traveling with your family? If you check in all the bags for them, or you I mean they do their own check-in for bags.
I don't know. I mean, you're the one who came up with the scenario. I don't know.
I'm just asking.
I'm
it's
assuming.
actually the side
What would you
question.
do
I mean, it's not in the
after
script.
you, after you checked in there? I don't know. What you go? You'd have to go. I don't know.
No, I'm saying if you have if you have family of 4, right?
Right.
Each one has maybe 2.
1 carry-on and 1 extra bag to check or something.
Right.
Yeah.
So you would just 1, 1, 1, 1.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So, but you wouldn't. Would you check in for your kids? I don't know. I mean, my kids are still young, so. Would you say if they have, each? I have 2 kids. If they have 2 pieces of luggage, I mean,
Right.
to check in.
Would I check their bags?
Right. Would I check? Would you check their bags?
I guess it would just depend on on your kids if they can
Okay.
take it on or not, or you know. Um, um,
Okay.
my
so
thought
it
is just,
depends
what do you
on
do
the-
with your bags after you check them?
Well, we will see how
Okay.
the
All right.
screen flows.
All right. All right. Okay, so
So-
I would say I just put one for every one,
Okay.
and then I'd hit next.
Okay. So how about other the information?
Well, this would be four, obviously,
Right.
4 bags.
Yes.
Okay. Each passenger checks in 2 bags for free. Yeah.
So is the table layout clear to you? I mean,
Yeah,
if you
except
look at the
this little
headings,
thing,
that's
maybe. Yeah. Free bag.
Hmm.
So I guess that would turn. That would be 1.
Right. If you
These would all go 1 as well.
Right.
Excess. In totals, and then the grand total would be 4. Yeah, that's
Right.
clear.
Okay, it's clear.
Yeah.
Or would you want to put more information on this screen, or this right amount of information?
I think this is fine.
This is
Yeah,
fine.
Maybe you could tweak this thing, plus or minus thing somehow, but
Okay.
I think it's fine.
Okay. So, okay, after you are done with this, put in
Mhm.
the numbers in
Next.
next. What would you expect to see?
Let's see. We got the names of the passengers.
Right,
We got
right.
the bags
Right.
checked. And we weren't looking at seats, were we?
Yes.
We
yes,
were
you are-
looking
you
at
are-
seats?
Yes.
Let's see. You have purchase tickets.
Mm.
And you need to
change,
set
change
seats.
seats or
Or
assign seats.
no, this
yeah,
is
select or
You
change.
need to select or change.
Change
seats. So I
seats,
guess yeah, it would.
So it would be the next. Okay, you click
hit
next.
next,
okay.
and then there would be a seating, or
Okay, for some kind of selection you have to make.
oh yeah. Okay, so it's the same as
It's the same as
the last one.
Okay.
So,
in the previous scenario. Is it still clear to you because now you have more people?
Maybe I don't know, maybe something that says no seat selected or.
Okay. So you are still saying the 2 dashes are not clear.
I don't,
okay.
I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
I don't know
Yeah,
if that
fair
is or not.
comment. Yeah, fair
I
comment.
don't know.
You just want it to be more clear. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
But so for Jane, I would, let's see. Well, there's nothing here for selecting seats on this one.
Is that what you want to do? Off this screen to select seat?
Oh, I
Since
checked in
you see-
bag. I checked in bags. Itinerary for passengers. Blah 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 blah.
So this part is fine with you? the
Yeah,
itinerary?
yeah,
Okay.
that's fine. From to.
Mm. So
If I notice that one of my passengers didn't have their seat or their frequent flyer number,
right.
Here you give an option to add frequent flyer number,
Right.
but you don't give an option to add
Okay.
seats. So
Okay.
maybe this, instead of saying just frequent flyer number, maybe what else could you change on it? Your seats and frequent flyer number. Really, that's all you could change.
Right.
So maybe
At this
maybe
point.
something that says to adjust for add frequent flyer number and change seats. Maybe that you could do it all at once.
So you will want to, do it from this screen.
Yeah,
Since you
well-
can do one thing already, right? Why not this one? Is that what you're thinking?
Do them both. Hit that, and then it would bring up the same.
The drop down and stuff. Okay. So that's what you're thinking about. This screen would allow
Well,
you
if
to
I'm
do,
flying with
right?
someone, I notice that, oh shoot, we didn't get Jane's seats
Hmm.
picked, and we want them to sit by us. So we sure want to try to get their seats by us together to travel together.
Okay.
If my wife booked these tickets without
Okay.
doing it all together, and
Right.
my daughter's in the back and my other daughter's over here,
Okay.
she would get. I'd have to really.
Hmm.
I'd have to punch her in the throat. No, No, but I mean, I'd want to be traveling with. I'd be like, ooh, we didn't get
Okay.
seats. We don't have a seat.
Yes.
I'd want to be able to change that right away.
Right away, since you
Yeah.
see it.
Since it's visual,
Jane
yeah.
doesn't have, I mean, seat
Yeah.
assignments here
Yeah.
for. Okay.
The last one we had seats taken care of, so that wasn't even an issue. It
Right.
was just the frequent flyer number.
Okay.
So.
Okay, so you want to do it off the screen. Yeah. And how about the layout on this? I know it's similar, but we have more people here. I want to
Yeah.
make sure it's still clear to you. Adding, 3 more people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the column,
Well.
is it still clear to you?
Yeah.
The layout.
I think this kind of gets lost in there somehow because
You,
it's in
you
the.
still think it bothers you?
Yeah, it's just part of that, but
Mm.
it's fine.
Okay. It's okay, but could be better. You're saying. Okay. Oh,
I just think these separate flights they're meshed in with the generic. That's that's going to be on every it's just it's maybe it gets lost in there. I don't know.
Okay. So you are saying this is just one big group, and while these are going across, right?
Well, it'd be like having all your this information up in that dark blue stuff,
Right.
the darker blue stuff.
Okay,
you know.
I got your point. It's not the same pattern. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay, assuming you click, you are done reviewing the itinerary and passenger information. For this case, you are not adding frequent flyer number.
Right.
Yeah, and then you click next.
Right.
All right. What would you want to see or expect to see?
Okay. So we're not changing free. Oh, we weren't changing.
You can't change on this screen because
can't.
there's no.
Right, right.
But I know you would want to do it right off the screen.
Right.
But okay, assuming you can't do it and you review your seat assignment and you realize you have Jane doesn't have any seat.
Right.
So what would you expect to do or to see?
Was I changing my frequent flyer on this one or not?
No,
no.
Just,
On this scenario?
Just not in this scenario.
No.
Just since Jane doesn't have seats, right?
Right.
So you want her to, get some seats. So select or change seat.
Okay. Well, if I
Hit next.
hit next,
yeah.
yeah, and then what would be?
Or what would you expect to see or to do?
Well, there's no scenario for the seats, so I'm trying to think.
But your next action would be to solve this problem, right?
Yeah.
You want her to have seats on the
Right.
on these flights, right?
Yeah.
So
I'd want.
would it be the next logical action you want to do?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. So I guess.
Okay, so yeah, touch next then. There you go.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay. Touch seat.
I should have to use the same text.
Yeah, it's
because
the
I
same as before.
updated
So
late
if I
last
pick
night.
Jane, like the other one, you said pick the person you
Okay.
want. So I would hit Jane.
You would hit Jane. Okay.
And then it would bring up.
Okay, touch. Let me see. Touch Jane. Okay. Okay. And
then-
now,
And then let's
what
see.
what do you see? You after you touch? Jane's.
It's highlighted. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
It should be
good,
highlighted.
good.
I like this right here.
Oh, you like the arrow? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it just.
Did-
Is that for just the money thing? Is that what that's for?
Oh, okay, maybe too.
Is that
close.
or
no?
no?
It's just for the whole thing. Yeah, for
Okay.
the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can move the column or the arrow. Yes. So, but you realize this Jane Smith is highlighted. Okay.
Right. Right.
And what would be the next action?
So I would hit. So we're in flight YX,
Right.
and then I'm assuming it would probably would say on this one.
Yes.
It would say Grand Rapids to Milwaukee or something.
Okay.
Or
To
maybe,
show you this is the flight
Grand-
to. Okay.
Yeah. And then so I would look. Okay, we got 4A, 5A, 5B.
Okay.
So we got 4A, 5, and so this is showing your companions. is
Right.
that-
Right.
Okay,
Right.
so-
you have 1, 3, 4 now.
Right. So I would obviously try to take 4B if that
Okay.
was available.
Okay. Touch 4B then.
So touch 4B.
Okay. This is the screen after you touch
Yeah.
4B. Is it something you expect?
No.
No?
No, I would if I touched 4B in
Right.
the last one, I think it would update it.
Update what? Say this is
Can you
the
go
last
back?
one.
Can you go back to that one? Okay, so I would hit this.
Yes.
And then maybe there would be something that says update your seat for this flight
Oh,
or whatever.
okay.
You know,
Mm.
I expect because I'd want to change all her. She had no seats for any of her flights, right?
Right. Right.
So I'd want it to still be. I'd expect it to go on to her next flight.
Oh, okay, okay. You
And
want to
then-
go across flights, okay, instead of
Because all these other guys had flights.
Right.
They all had seats.
okay, that's what you wanted to do. You
I would
want
go
to-
one at a time. I wouldn't want to go from Joe to you know. So if I selected Jane,
Mm,
then I hit update,
right.
and then I would expect this one to move down to here in the next screen,
Okay.
and bring up this flight's
Okay.
seating assignments, and then
Yes.
I'd pick the seat there,
Right.
hit update,
Okay.
and then it would go down to this one,
Okay.
all staying on Jane.
Yes.
Update it, and then I'd hit, update, and then
So you want to finish one flight? I mean,
one person at a time. I would.
One person at a time.
Yeah, I definitely want to do that.
Okay. Or because of this scenario, you got Jane Smith
Yeah,
analysis.
yeah.
If the previous screen, if this one, for example, these 4 people don't have seat assignments
Right.
for this flight, would you think differently? Yeah, this is
Well,
just the
up on
example.
top, on the other seat, touch a seat map to select. On the
yeah.
other one, you said if you were going to keep that the same,
Yeah, to
you said
select a
touch
passenger.
the
Yeah,
passenger. So
and then select. a
I would
seat.
I would expect it to finish out that.
Mm.
Just like when you're checking at the counter, they're not
Yeah.
going to be flopping all back and forth over it. They're going to do each passenger at a time, I would think. To me, that'd be the easiest way to take care of Jane's ticket
Okay.
seatings.
Particularly in this case.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll take your feedback. See if we can adjust. So, going back to this screen. Okay,
Mhm.
after
So
you
I
touch
hit
4B. Okay, and now you see this one.
If I saw this one,
Yes.
I would just hit next.
If this one, what you expect to see? I know you said a little bit.
Well, is this what I would expect to see?
Surprise, yes.
Selects 4B.
Mm.
Seat 4B selected for James Smith. I think that's confusing because now we're on to here, and
Oh, okay.
so now Jane Smith, and now we're on to Joe Smith.
Joe Smith. So they are not in sync. You're saying?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think that's a little confusing.
Okay. But you did see like 4B. The
Yeah.
seat is assigned.
Yeah,
If I'm right, initially you didn't notice this message.
I didn't notice it. No, I looked right back to this, and
Yes,
that's the
your
first
focus
thing.
is here.
I saw that she was changed, but I also saw that no, it's now on this guy.
Okay.
Because I don't think you'd want to cycle through everything. Say, so it goes to him. He's already
Yeah.
got a seat. You hit next, then it goes to Jill, then next,
Yeah.
and then it goes up to John Smith next, and then it comes back down to her again. Now we're on this flight.
Yeah.
I think you just want to take care of
Yeah.
her right away.
Too many clicks or
Yeah, yeah.
touches. Okay. So, okay, I got your point. I mean, you
Yeah.
want to go through it one flight at a time.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go. So assuming this one is okay, and you assign a seat for Jane. Okay.
Mhm.
So what would be your next action then?
I'd hit next.
You hit next.
Mhm.
Okay. But you have 3 flights here, right?
Oh, I see.
You just selected one for.
Oh, I see.
So did you just touch YX7, or
I would have hit next.
you
but-
would hit?
Yeah,
next
I wouldn't
to
have.
move
I wouldn't
the-
have clicked to the next flight.
Yeah.
Is that what you're thinking? Click the next flight and then.
Well, you have done only one flight. I'm asking. I mean, what would?
Yeah, if it updated her seat,
Right.
and now we're on to Joe Smith.
Yes.
I mean, I would have hit next.
Next.
To see what pops up next.
Also, you have no expectation on.
I don't know. I mean, I would
So you
have,
just want to-
if there was a thing on here that says update, I would expect it to go. Like I said before, I would expect it to go to the next flight,
Hmm.
and then and then you pick the seat, and then
Yeah.
update it, and then I would expect it to move down to the next flight. you know,
Right.
and of course these would pop over too.
Okay. So would you just you are taking these as indicators, right? I know this is what we call wireframe, and they are not high fidelity. If I show these more like buttons, would you rather click on it? I mean, just like these buttons.
Select flight to view seat
Right.
info.
Because at this point, you are saying, okay, click, I would touch this to move down, touch this to move down. Would you also think these are buttons you can click on?
No,
No? Okay.
I didn't. I
You
didn't. I didn't
Okay.
think that.
Okay.
I would have picked her.
Yeah. But you are still consistent. I mean, I know you
Yeah.
are moving down. You are
Yeah.
consistent. But in this case, I mean, say this, you have 3 flights, and you just did one, and you say next, and hoping they will. I mean, it will go down to the next one, right?
I would,
Yeah.
next or update, whatever. I would expect it to go to the next flight, next available flight in that sequence.
Okay.
Still for Jane. That's what I
Still
would.
for Jane.
That's what I would
You wanna
expect.
do-
Because
I mean,
the
one
first
flight
flight
at a
you said pick the passenger, and so you picked Jane. You
Yes.
didn't pick Joe.
Right.
You wanted to deal with Jane. I would just expect it to take care of, get her flights out of the way.
Okay. Okay. So. And assuming you are done with all the seat selection for Jane, and then you click next.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
What next? What would you expect to see?
Okay, so we got all the seats.
Yeah.
We got the baggage. Maybe a final thing of this, of a review or something like that.
Review
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
review of your selections.
Yeah,
Okay.
because you just updated everything, so that
Right.
would show.
Okay. So are you saying you would want? I can click and see, if it meets your expectation. It's still showing the seat map. Yeah. Oh, this is another scenario. Sometimes, I mean, another passenger is selecting a seat at the same time, and he took it right before you. So this, I didn't put this in the scenario. That's okay. Let me go to the real next screen after seat selection. Okay, this is the seat selection after you are all done. Then the numbers may not be logical to what you have chosen.
Right.
It's just you get the point. Yeah. Say after you have chosen the seats or changed all the seats, and you are seeing the screen. But it's not really what you expected to see. You said it would go back to like the summary or selection. Maybe I let you
Yeah, I don't know.
talk about the screen. Yeah.
So this is what you're expecting to come up next after
Right.
after I hit
because
next.
this is what you did, right? You check in bags, assuming you have some excess bags.
Do we have it for it?
Excuse me.
You have a few bags to check in.
Yes,
It doesn't
but-
say excess bags. So
Yes, assuming you did. Yeah.
assuming I did, I'd
right.
say okay that
That's okay.
and I'm
right.
upgrading to a signature seat.
Yes. And
Sorry. Yeah, I guess so.
is
yeah.
it clear? Assuming you have one
Yeah.
excess.
Change bags.
Right.
Change seats. Yeah, it's clear. Pay individually or pay grand total.
So are you thinking about the labels? What they mean?
So they'd have to slide their card in, I'm guessing, at their credit card in to pay for this right there. Then.
I think in this mock-up we are typing in
the credit card.
Oh yes, sliding.
No, it
yes,
has-
swipe.
just
Right, yes.
the
you're
swipe
right, you're
card or
right,
whatever.
I know what I'm thinking. Yeah. Okay. But how about these two labels? Are they clear to you?
Pay individually. Pay grand. Yeah, I think so.
Or do you have to think to tell the difference? Because we want the screen to be very intuitive.
Yeah.
But still, it took you a couple of seconds to tell the difference, right?
I'm thinking too much too. No, I would pay grand total. I mean, there's grand total right there. I
Okay,
mean,
so it's fine.
I think it's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pay individually. What does it mean?
To me, that just, I mean, if it's like if you guys are flying on a business trip or something like
Oh,
that,
okay.
you know, you'd have to, you know, I would guess you would
Yeah.
hit, if it was paying individually, if
Right.
Jane wanted to pay, she'd hit that,
Okay.
and it would bring up, you know,
Okay.
then
Okay.
you'd have to highlight.
Yes.
Or I don't
That's
know.
how it's designed. Yeah,
Okay.
Good. Yeah. How about do you notice other things on the screen you can do?
Well, the change bags. So,
Right.
so if Jane's bags were wrong,
Mm.
she didn't have an excess bag, I would assume you would hit Jane.
Okay.
And-
I say again. Touch Jane's. maybe?
Yeah, I would assume you would touch her and would highlight her or something
Oh,
like that,
okay.
and then you'd hit change bag. Because
Oh,
otherwise, if you
okay,
hit
okay.
change bags, well, I don't know. I guess if you hit change bags, it would bring up another screen that had John and Jane, and then you'd have to pick them.
Okay.
I don't know.
What would that screen be if you hit change backs?
I would think it would be similar to this. It would have these. It would have John and Jane, and it would show one extra bag apiece.
Yes.
And then you'd have to highlight, if it was Jane that was changed, you'd highlight Jane, and
Yeah.
and then have a plus or minus or whatever.
Okay. Would the previous screen do the job? I mean, what you have said. I mean, I had to. Remember, we
Mhm.
have the. Let me see. Yeah. Would this screen do the job? I mean,
Yeah.
you
So if
said-
it was just John and Jane, it would bring up.
Right.
It would bring up. And
Yeah,
then,
with
so
the-
it would say
one
and one,
yes.
and it would, you know,
Okay.
and maybe have
Yeah.
you know, their totals next to it, and then I would just hit.
You can adjust
minus.
the numbers.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So, but this screen would be fine.
I think
If
so.
we
Yeah.
take you back to this one, then it would be fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How about this button? Change
The
seats.
seats.
Mm.
Same thing. If you'd hit change
Mm.
seats, it would bring back all four, or
Okay.
or there. Oh, for the extra. I see. It
Yeah.
would bring back these two, and
Okay.
and then you'd have to.
So would the
That's
seat map screen do the job? I mean, I know you got some
didn't do
input to yes. So
Yeah,
So-
I think.
we can highlight. I mean,
Yeah, you'd highlight that,
Okay.
or you know, his is the
right.
65.
Okay. So let's move on then. So assuming you pay grand total,
Mhm. I
right,
click
since
that.
it's a family trip.
Right, right. It's coming out of your allowance.
Right. Insert your credit card for payment of $295. Just pick up the grand total. Is it clear to you? You know what to do. Of course, we don't have the image here to show you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then probably the image is going to show you. You put your
Right.
credit card
Slide it with the
slide.
little stripe.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, payment for John Smith has been accepted. Yeah. Is it a logical screen to? So in reality, this is gonna.
It would be moving.
Yes,
yeah,
moving
it'd be
instead
moving.
of.
Yeah, it shows you
Right.
printing receipt for signature receipts and excess bags.
Yeah.
Please wait. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then automatically it will
They
switch
come
the
out.
screen.
Yeah.
So nothing. I mean,
Collect
caught
your
you by
purchase
surprise.
receipts. No.
No. Okay. So, and what would you expect to see next then? Now you got.
You got your purchase receipts from the slide.
Right.
You got your tickets. Wait.
Basically, you change you check in your bags.
Right.
Checking your you change your seats.
Yeah.
Yes. Or assign seats to Jane.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you just paid,
Right.
and you're getting your purchase receipt. and
Right.
What would be?
I guess to review, to get your tickets.
Yeah, get your ticket. You mean take ticket. You mean the ticket receipt or
Your boarding pass.
Boarding
I'm sorry,
pass.
boarding
Okay,
pass,
I
tickets,
was.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
want to put words in your mouth. I know, kind of
Right.
know what you're trying to
Right.
say.
Yeah. Insert credit card.
Oh no, this is not the right screen. Yeah.
Oh, so if they were doing it individually.
Yes,
okay.
this is the right.
Okay. Yeah.
So this should be right after. That's
Right.
what you mean.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
Boarding,
okay.
boarding passes. Yeah. Yeah.
I kind of knew what you were going to say, but I just want to make sure I don't.
Right.
Okay, so, and you'll see.
Mm-hmm.
It will
Oh,
cycle through everybody.
Oh, it would cycle
yeah.
through each
right,
one.
Right,
Okay.
right.
So the first guy, his 3 will come out. And the next
Yes.
3 will come out.
Yes, right.
Okay.
And then it's now Jill. Yeah. And then make sure you remember to take them out of the
Uh-huh.
slot. Okay, this is the same one we
Right,
saw before.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Just say okay. And then just
Now, if it was individually, you would just print. It would print up.
yes, individual.
No, no,
Ticket
no,
receipt,
no,
it,
no.
it will be individual anyway.
No, because it depends on how you bought. Well, wow.
Okay, I need to check also. I mean, I'm not sure about this one. So.
No, it's a ticket receipt.
Oh yes, it's
Yeah.
different. It's different. I think each one, say John Smith. I think I have screens for each. Say John Smith will
Mhm.
have one.
Mhm.
Jane Smith will.
Oh,
have
I
one.
see,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. So Jill, yes,
Click your tickets.
same,
free
right.
from- wow.
right. And then printing your backpacks. And this is the current business process. So,
Okay.
I mean, yeah, we just want to tell the customer.
Printing your
This is
bag
not coming
tags
out from the
behind
kiosk.
the counter.
Yeah. Does it
Okay.
make any sense to you? No, I mean
It does
based
to
on the
me,
test.
yeah. I'm
I would-
assuming, okay, I'm not going to get the bag tag, so now I got to go.
Okay.
See, I didn't know where you would take your
Yeah.
bags.
Right. So. Okay, the next one. So is it clear to you?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So now you are done.
Yep.
Okay. So.
And then they would just tell you where to go
Yeah.
with your bags, I guess.
Right.
Check them over to security.
So is the whole process clear to you in terms of checking out? I mean, like giving you the experience you would get from talking to a live agent, or is it logical in terms of the flow? I mean, you like ask you to check bags and things like that.
Yeah.
Is it or anything out of whack or not in a logical sequence? Or
I don't think so. I think it was pretty straightforward.
yeah. Or is there any point you feel like you are very confused? I mean, or if you have to pick out one thing, I mean, at a certain point you're confused about what to do, and
No, I mean, I thought it was, pretty straightforward.
straightforward. Okay.
Um,
Or if we have like
No.
number one thing to
Yeah.
fix, what would be that thing? I mean, if you say, okay, we are running out of time, if we want to pick one thing to fix this, I mean, application, what would you pick? What would, I mean,
one thing I didn't really
Yeah.
care for about that stuff, or one thing I want to change.
you
or-
want to change to make it better, or the worst experience, I mean, you would have with this? Yeah.
I thought that the ticketing that where you went, you picked for Jane to pick her seats.
You mean the seat selection?
Yeah, I thought
Okay.
that was a little confusing, or
Little bit confusing.
little cluttered.
Yeah.
I think it just got to be simple.
Okay.
And
Okay, that's one thing you want to fix. And how about give me 3 good things about this prototype? Something you like about. Easy to do, or you just when you look at the screen, you can tell right away. That's
Well,
the
I
way.
thought that first screen where it just said either credit card or
Okay.
that was simple. It was, I think, but that where it says enter credit card.
Yes.
I think that's maybe needs to be clarified a little bit.
Okay. It's just the text needs to be.
Yeah.
In terms of what to do, I mean, it's clear. It's either putting your credit card in or.
Well,
And
it's just I keep going back to my wife, but like she gets all nervous when she flies. She's all nervous, and if she was flying alone and she got up to if I said, "Oh, just go to the screen," and she would probably look at that and go, "Credit card, what is that?" I don't know. I just think that she would not be, I don't know. I just
So we just need to make it more clear.
Is the purpose with the credit card, when you slide it in, it'll just bring up everything all your information? Is that the purpose of that? Or?
The purpose is to identify, basically just to scan your name
Right.
from the credit card.
And then it'll automatically bring up your most current flight, your most recent flight information?
If the card is the card you use to purchase,
Mhm.
yes, then it will go
So
directly
it could
to...
skip some processes?
Yes.
Okay. Then maybe...
If you use another credit card, which is
Right.
the one you are not, used to purchase, or the name is slightly different, then we will tell you the name,
This
doesn't
does not match your
yes, and then
reservation.
we'll ask for additional information.
Right.
So, some people may have more than one credit card.
Right. Wait,
Yeah.
people have more than one credit card? Is
No,
that
no.
possible in this
No.
world that we live in today?
No.
So back
So
to...
that's the first. Okay, the first screen is in general is okay, good. And anything else you like about?
It's all kind of blending together here.
Yes, because you had gone through a lot.
It's hard to say.
I would say. That's okay.
Is
How
that
about
fine?
let's
Yeah.
move on to
Yeah.
the next one. Something you dislike. I mean,
Well, that first screen with the credit card, I didn't really care
okay,
for
the
that.
credit card. Yeah.
Maybe some. There was nothing in there, especially if you're flying from Grand Rapids to Milwaukee, Milwaukee
Yeah.
to San Diego, right?
Right,
Is that what
right.
it was? Or was one of them Kansas City?
Yes, the middle one is Milwaukee to Kansas City to San Diego.
Yeah. Maybe you'd want some kind of your itinerary. A sheet where they could print their itinerary.
Yeah.
Where one sheet that would print that would show all that stuff. I don't know. I mean,
What do you mean? What you mean the screen? You're talking about the screen. Or-
yeah. Well, like when you check in. Have you ever checked in on Midwest at all, or no?
Only one time.
Okay. And you're working for
Probably.
them. All right. So, anyways, when you check in online, right?
Yeah.
You check in, you print your boarding pass.
Right.
Okay. Then it asks you, after you print your boarding pass, it
Yes.
asks you, would you like to print an itinerary or something?
Yes.
Or I think that's what it says, right?
I
Something like
itinerary.
that.
Yeah.
And so then it would print out,
Mm.
you're leaving from this place to this
Yeah.
place, this place, this place, at this, and tells your gates. And if your gate's not available at that time, it'll say departure gate is not available at that
Okay.
time. Or,
So
especially if you're going from a bunch of places, maybe you want to see,
Yeah.
if you're stuck on the runway and you're going, oh, we're flying into Milwaukee from Grand Rapids, we're not going to make our next flight, or
Yeah.
I don't know.
So you are saying more detailed information about each flight?
Well, I'm just saying you just have the option to print your itinerary,
Yes.
so your schedule,
Okay, so it's something you can hold on to.
yeah,
Okay.
and
Okay. So with detailed information. Okay.
I mean, would I personally do that? No, but I think
Some people would.
like my mother and father-in-law, they definitely would want that.
Oh, okay.
They want to see everything detailed,
Yeah.
and mean, obviously you're doing this because you want to free up some gate agents,
Yes,
right?
yes,
And
that's the goal.
And are the old folks going to use this? Probably not, because it's going to be too. They're going to just like my. Oh, I don't want to computers. You know, they don't want to touch anything. But if it's simple for them, they would.
Yes.
Or, you know.
Well, we'll try to make it
Yeah. Yeah.
usable for a wider audience. Okay, so the first screen we can fix the text to make the credit card information
Yeah.
a bit more clear, and then print your itinerary.
Can you go back to that first? Can I just see that first screen again?
Yes.
You know, so I guess, you know, and I don't know. Just are you thinking about any kind of thing like welcome?
Yes.
You know,
Yeah. Actually, before this
that-
one, we should have another screen.
You know, that says
Welcome to
where
Midwest,
Midwest Airlines thing.
check-in.
Check-in. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
This is more like the action part starting from.
Right.
Yes. Again, I don't have the first one, so I just skip that.
Right.
So, yeah, I kind of got your point. You know, some may say, okay, this is just for identification only, because some people kind of got nervous about putting the credit
Oh,
card,
yeah,
and
yeah.
are you gonna charge me for something?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
you're right,
Yeah,
yeah.
we'll do that. Just make
Search
it
your
too
credit
simple.
card you used.
Right, just for identification purposes, and you will not be charged or something.
Mm-hmm.
So to just make sure they have peace of mind. Yeah. So, okay, yeah, I can. Or anything else? Something you dislike about this application?
Can I? Do you mind if I click?
Oh,
I
sure.
just want to see, because.
Yeah, go ahead, yeah.
Remember. So would this be? This is another thing I was thinking about before. Would this all be touch screen?
Yes, yes.
There wouldn't be a keypad down
No,
here.
no,
down
it's gonna
below.
be an online keyboard.
So
yes.
the people
yes.
will have to
Touch
touch
yes,
stuff right there.
Are you seeing anything missing here?
Well,
or-
the little dash, the little hyphen.
dash,
the
okay, the
hyphen.
hyphen,
The hyphen
okay.
would be good, I guess, and
would you have problem finding a certain letter here? I mean, if you
what if someone's name was the third?
the third.
You know, like Thurston Howard.
I see what you
third.
mean. Yes.
So you got to
yes.
have some.
The-
I don't know if you'd have to have numbers on there.
I don't know
Yeah.
how the reservation system is going to take that.
Yeah.
Yes. The thing is, you know what? If everything fails at this point, then we'll fall back on the
Right. Oh,
the confirmation code.
Right.
Yes.
That I like that.
We didn't try this one.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
with the email notification, you said you can locate a confirmation code, right?
Yeah, because when
Okay.
when you book it online, you get your confirmation code.
Okay,
That's
so-
the first thing I write down in my calendar book. I just
Good, good.
write down the confirmation code,
Right.
and then when I go to print up my tickets for online, I just
Okay.
type that in. So confirmation flight number it is. Now, what happens if you put your confirmation code in and you've got like 3 flights in the next week or something like that? It'll just bring up your most recent flight?
Well, if for your check-in, we are going to show the next.
Your most current flight?
Yes,
Okay.
30 hours. We
Okay,
can,
okay.
if you have a flight
Right.
coming back next week, then we are not going to show you. Or you cannot check in. We can show you, but you cannot check in.
Right.
While
Yeah.
you are on this,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Go ahead. We'll go back.
While you are on this screen, do you want to check bags?
Mhm.
I know there are two major things you can do: check bags or what, and check bags and change seat or select seats. Does it matter about the order you want to be asked? Do you want to select your seats or do you want to to be asked? You want to check bags first? Do
I'd
you have
rather-
any preferred order?
I would rather my seats first, especially if I'm selecting someone's seat, because I know if I
Yeah.
if I forgot to assign someone
Yeah.
a seat, and which has happened to me before.
Mm.
I didn't. One time I checked in my online,
Yeah.
and it wasn't available. That it said
Mm.
and so we had to go to the airport to get a
Right.
seat assignment for my daughter when she was
Yeah.
flying with me. I'd want because to me, if I'm flying with someone,
Mm.
I definitely would want them to sit by me, as opposed to worrying about
To-
my bags.
Okay. So you would want to take care of the seats first.
Yeah.
Okay.
This was, like I said, this was a little confusing to me. I mean,
Maybe it's too small. We can make it better.
No.
Look like like a plus. I mean, these are all disabled because it kind of grayed out in the background
Right.
because you don't want to activate this because it's 0. There's no way to go, no need to go down. Yeah. So it's grayed out.
Yeah. Yeah, and this thing you were asking things I didn't like. I didn't care for that
Okay.
right there.
Okay.
To me, it just got a little.
Okay.
I could see my father-in-law getting real confused with that.
Confused. Okay.
Yeah, being wasn't highlighted or.
Okay. How about, since you are clicking back and forth, how about if you have to give your rating, I mean, to this one, the seat selection, what would you give, if you're on a scale of 1 to 7? 1 means very bad, very dissatisfied, and 7, very good. 5 should be, let me see, 1 to 7. Yes. So what would be the number? I know are we running over?
Yeah, we're over. It's 12:30 already.
Oh,
We don't
okay,
want to
sorry.
keep you longer than.
Okay.
Okay, so yes,
Shall we
okay,
wrap up
so
yet?
yeah, we are wrapping up. Just one.
I'd
more
say
thing.
5.
5.
Five,
Okay.
yeah.
How about the seat map? The seat map.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this one.
Mm-hmm.
1 to 7. What would you? 1 means very bad, very very dissatisfied. 5 means excellent, very good. Let me see.
Wait, 1 to
Alright,
7?
alright. Yes, 1 means very dissatisfied.
Right.
7 means very satisfied.
I'd say 5 again.
5
Yeah.
again. Okay. Okay, I think we are done. Of
All
course,
right.
I can keep asking you questions.
Yeah, forever. Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah.
Yes. So, okay, thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
coming
Thank you.
out here to help us to participate.
Sure.
Oh, so customers' input is the most important thing.
Good.
Okay, can you just shut it down?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay, this one.
I don't
Oh, no,
know.
no. How to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Bill. I appreciate it. We all, there you go. I'll make
Oh,
sure you get your
maybe.
files. Yeah, I'll walk them off.
Yeah, you know the way?
Jude, I brought you juice.
I know.
So much to
I have
ask.
a few minor suggestions.
Yes.
Don't mind.
No. Yes.
I'm gonna get some chips.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, chips only, not the soda? Oh, yeah.
Stop the recording. Where's Moray? It's probably that camera. Yep.
Yeah.
It went well.
Stop.
Yep.
Mm.